The internet can be a great place for learning and for socializing and for keeping up with everything that happens in the world, but it can also be a very dark place where people tend to forget that everything they say is being broadcasted, and anyone can call you out for the dumb things that you say. And a lot of the times, I'm just talking about gaming companies misleading gamers with products, or actresses who denigrate their fans on Twitter. But the topic I'm discussing in this video genuinely makes me livid. This is a Bounding Into Comics article that I am going to be referencing. Topps licensing manager wishes Cable and Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld died instead of Chadwick Boseman. A licensing manager for trading card giant Topps recently misdirected his outrage and disappointment over the untimely death of actor Chadwick Boseman towards comic creator Rob Liefeld. On September 1st, Topps Entertainment licensing manager Adam Levine posted a message that featured a list of people I wished had died instead of Chadwick Boseman and included a singular name on the list, Rob Liefeld. This is a man who is an executive at Topps. For someone to wish someone else was dead in the name of a popular and well-loved actor that did die far too soon and tragically is fucking disgusting. And he even goes on to double down on his statements, like we will read, openly admitting that he said things that were much more offensive in the past. Now, I understand that this may have been an actor that you loved. Chadwick Boseman was an actor that I really liked. He played every role he was in brilliantly, but the statements that this licensing manager made are way too extreme. Continuing on the article, though, while it appeared to be a misguided and inappropriate attempt at humor, I find nothing funny about this if this even was an attempt at humor. The death wish did not sit right with Liefeld himself. He posted a screenshot of Levine's post to his own Facebook page alongside a caption that stated, "People continue to prove how atrocious they can be." Now, the short post would conclude with the creator asking Topps, "You employ this person?" and Liefeld would further assert that the post was ugly, inappropriate, and shouldn't be tolerated, stating that his kids are of an age where they use Facebook accounts now, and express his disappointment that he shouldn't have to explain to them why. A stranger publicly posted his desire that I be dead. Following his post, Liefeld would receive an outpouring of support from friends, including those involved in the comic industry. The creator of the Danny Ketch version of Ghost Rider, Howard Mackey, said, "The only solace I take when I see something like this is when I search and discover this piece of shit is not a Facebook friend of mine." And then another person said, "Horrible dude. It's amazing how it's like we're not real people with actual families to people like this." And then a comedian and a former Deadpool writer said, "Sorry, Rob. That is really fucking gross. Who does that?" Now, Rob is a very polarizing person, and he always has been. He's been super influential in modern comics. He was a co-founding member of Image Comics. He's co-created some very iconic characters, like Deadpool and Cable, as this article mentions, and his art has been criticized heavily in the past. People have said that he uses too many unrealistic weapons and that he's objectified women and all of that nonsense. Attractive women in comics shouldn't be an issue, by the way. It's art. But it was just criticism, and criticism is fine, but for someone to wish someone else was dead is disgusting and uncalled for. Though Levine has since deleted the offending Facebook post, he has yet to offer up any form of apology, instead telling detractors, "That's hardly the most offensive thing I've ever posted. Get a life, people." That is not a very good defense. Now, Adam here seems to be a member of the intolerant left, and I'm not saying that the left is only full of intolerant people, but the way this man is acting is so hypocritical. He's the type of person that claims to be against bullying and against harassment. He wants everyone to have rights and everyone to be treated fairly and equally, yet he's wishing someone was dead? And why? I was looking for a reason as to why he would dislike Rob so much, and I thought maybe in the past they had situations where they disagreed on things publicly, but there was nothing. Adam seems to dislike Rob so much simply because of political differences, and that is a huge issue. People are allowed to have different opinions. People are allowed to criticize other people's viewpoints and even artwork, but to wish someone was dead because their views are different than yours is the lowest of the low. Now, of course, Topps hasn't made a statement on this yet, and they probably won't, hoping that it will be swept under the rug, but right now, you would think that people would be nicer to each other since we're all the same. We are all flesh and blood with emotions too, but apparently that's just too much to ask for. But that's all that I had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like and share it, and of course if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.